Welcome to our basic yoga flow. We're going to start in a plank position, drawing in the belly, keeping the heels lifted, push back into down dog. Relax the gaze, relax the neck before pushing forward into an up dog. Lower your toes and pull the shoulders down and away from your ears, lengthening out your neck. Activating through your spine before tucking the toes, lifting the knees and pushing back into down dog. Here we want to keep the heels lifted and the knees bent so that we can straighten our spine. You can take a moment here to twist and bend and find a comfortable position. Reaching forward again, we're going into another up dog, dropping the knees down, lowering the feet, lengthening out through the spine and the shoulders. Taking a breath. Tuck the toes again, lift the body up, push back into a down dog. Focus on lengthening through the spine, keeping the knees bent and the heels lifted in order to do so. Come forward into our up dog. Keep activated through the body before dropping the knees and releasing the feet. Push the mat away, long spine, tuck the toes, lift up and activate through your entire body. Pushing back into down dog before coming down to your knees to take a rest in child's pose. Here you can take your hands behind you just to relax the shoulders further. When you're ready, release the arms and come up into a tabletop position. That's hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. Next, we're going into a cat-cow position. The cat portion of the movement is driving your spine towards the roof, tucking your chin into your chest, and drawing your belly button into the spine to create a C shape. From there, you're going to move into the opposite direction. You're going to drop your belly to the ground, arch your lower back, and look towards the roof. We'll repeat this now, going into the arch, the cat position, and dropping back into our cow. One more time, this time trying to get more out of the stretch, really arching. Try to create more space than the movement before. Shifting your weight back and forth can help you find the ultimate position. Drop back into your cat position before returning to neutral. Shake it out a little. Let's release the arms for a moment because we are going to need our arms for these next moves. Get ready to step into a low lunge. Lift up and step your right leg towards your right hand. Lower your left knee behind you and prepare to rotate towards your right leg. Open up the arm towards the roof. Lower down and open up again, trying to create more space each rotation. Last one, open up and return back down. Placing your right hand down, step your right leg back and prepare to step your left leg forward this time. Drop your back knee and open the left arm. Try to create more rotation with every rep. Last one, open up and release that hand back down. Lift the back leg and step back into our down dog. Take another big lunge, just as you did before, right leg to right hand. Keeping the hands on the ground, we're going to straighten out the front leg. So pushing your butt towards the sky and tucking your chin and trying to keep your chest as close to your thigh as possible. Step back and switch legs. On the left hand side now, we're going to stretch and lower. Straightening out the front leg and lowering down. Trying to create more length each time. Now we've just done a bit of work, so let's take a rest. Drop your knee and sit back into child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, and just take a moment to lengthen through your spine and rest your arms. When you're ready, come back up. We're going to go into a pigeon pose now. From a high plank position, you're going to bring your right knee between your hands. Do your best to sit down onto your bottom. If you can't keep your back leg straight, that's okay. Just do your best to place it comfortably behind you. When you're ready, lift up. We are going to switch sides. Bring your right knee between your hands this time. Lengthen out through the back leg and lift the chest. Lift up and let's push back into a little down dog. Just rock out your hips here, move them around and just get any tension out that's left over. We're going to take your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Push the mat away as you raise your leg and try and keep both legs straight at the same time. We will repeat this 3 times on each leg. In between, if your shoulders are burning, feel free to stop and just sit back in child's pose. It'll just give your shoulders a little bit of a break so that you can repeat this on the other side. Let's try the other leg this time, raising up towards the roof. Trying to create length throughout the entire body by pushing the yoga mat away. You need a grippy mat for this to be able to push away. If you're struggling with grip, the best thing that you can do is wet your hands. Sit back into child's pose. Again, just rest your shoulders for a moment. And coming down onto your belly. We're going to do some gentle back arches now. Bring your hands back towards your rib cage, thumbs in, and you're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering back down slowly and raising back up. One more time before releasing the arms out in front of you. Straighten the arms and use your fingertips to push the floor down as you do another back bend in this position. Lower down, lift up, lower down, and take a little rest. We're taking our arms down beside our waist now, turning the palms to the ground and lift up through the upper back. These upper back exercises are perfect for anyone who is working at a desk. If you have any neck pain or upper back pain, this one is perfect for you. Bring your hands in and push back down to child's pose to take a rest. Flipping over now, we're going to go onto our backs. So take your time here, reset. We're going to come down into our backs, but we're going to do this in a roll down. Sitting up nice and tall, lift up through the spine before tucking the pelvis and rolling all the way down to the mat. Take your arms overhead just to rest a second here. Let's move into some stretches. We're going to take our left leg into our chest and give it a little hug. Take it over to the right hand side of your body and open your left hand behind you at a 45-degree angle. Take a deep breath and release any residual tension you have going on from the day. It's time to let that go and enjoy this little moment of stretching. Releasing that stretch and switching sides. Take your right leg this time, give it a little hug, and then take it over to the opposite side of your body. I like to square off my shoulders before I open so I know that I have a really good rotation from my upper back and that I'm not giving in at my hips. And I take that arm nice and long. heels. He'll usually pop past when I'm making a video. Laying onto your back now, we're going to practice some pelvic curls or glute bridges. You want to initiate this movement from the pelvis, so roll the pelvis back and raise your lower back off the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering back down in the opposite motion. And one more time. You're going to take your right leg and put your right foot on your left knee. Hug the knees into the chest. And if you'd like more, you can push your right knee away from your body. Let's switch sides now. Left leg on top, left foot to right knee comes in. And you're going to push your left knee away if you want more. Let's release that, roll the hips back and forward. And let's take a hamstring stretch. Now, I don't have any preference on how you do this. My suggestion is just feel out your hamstring stretch, find the areas that are tight and work on them. You can do this with a straight leg, a bent leg, you can do this with a pointed toe or flexed toe. I would say try all of them and see how they feel. Let's repeat that on the other side. And that is going to wrap up our super basic yoga flow. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you have any feedback at all. I would love to know if you found this video too fast or too slow, or how I can improve my editing. Again, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.